What is going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome into the FantasyAlarm MLB DFS Playbook preview show. We're here again. We're looking at the Thursday DraftKings PM main slate. Actually, I think there's only a PM main slate. I don't think there's early slate baseball for Thursday. Maybe a game or two. But we have 5 games here starting at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Miami-Cleveland kicks off this slate. That game got a little out of hand early. You were playing over on FanDuel and you thought Gavin Williams was the answer to your problems today. Certainly wasn't. Jacob Marcy, however, we'll talk about him. Really good player. Tarek Skubal on this slate. Coors Field is on this slate. So figure out a way to get a nearly $12,000 pitcher and Coors Field exposure on a small slate. Challenge accepted. We'll figure out a way to make it happen here.
Yeah.
Don't really need to breathe any additional words into why Tarek Skubal is a good play. Why don't we just jump down into the next group here? Kodai Senga, Edward Cabrera, and Jesus Luzardo at $8,000, $89,000, $87,000, and $84,000.
Yeah. Senga is definitely struggling. No real other way to describe it. He has not looked as good since returning from the IL. You know, he obviously the sustained success that he had at the beginning of the year wasn't going to be the case, but I think a lot of people would figure he would have bounced back by now. It has not happened that way. But you know, not a terrible spot against the Braves. Edward Cabrera is a star, and I think we have just arrived at like frontline starter caliber guy. And I think that's why the Marlins didn't trade him, right? They were looking for a massive package. They decided they didn't want whatever was being offered. And they were like, well, we just have this good pitcher, so we'll just keep him. And that's what they did. And he has paid it forward. He is super elite, 1 earned in 4 straight games, 3 of them quality starts, 11 Ks against the Braves. The Guardians have struggled more with righties, although they do have some dudes hitting a lot of home runs. Manzardo, Jose Ramirez specifically. Even Steven Kwan is homering of late. So, like, I'm definitely good with Cabrera. I suspect Luzardo gets more ownership than him, but I guess that's something that we'll see.
Yeah.
My expectation would be Senga Luzardo is your chalk pairing. Cabrera's third in ownership, and then you probably get like sprinkles of everyone else. But my guess would be Luzardo, and if that's the case, I'll probably just pick whoever's the lower owned of the 2 in tournaments, right? Between like Cabrera and Luzardo.
Yep, I agree. I mean, you have Tanner Bibee at 77. Again, Miami, offense is if the bottom of the lineup guys are going to start doing, or the middle of the lineup guys are going to continue to hit this way. I mean, even Xavier Edwards hit a leadoff home run today.
Oh, dude. Right.
So I mean, their offense is certainly picking up steam a little bit.
Absolute no doubter, by the way.
Yeah.
Not 30 of the 30 parks.
Bat speed, Good bat speed.
Yeah.
I'm curious if people go to Erod against the Rockies just for the sake of it being the perception that Colorado is like still a bad offense, even though we've gone over their numbers versus first lefties, and they're actually pretty decent. So you have that. I don't think we're going to go any of the bottom 3. We're not going to go Lord Elder or Blaylock. So, can you get Skubal and an 8K pitcher and get Colorado, Arizona in your lineup today?
You probably can't play some of the Arizona. You could probably play
maybe
some of the cheaper some of the cheaper ones, and you can always play Colorado because they don't price them up. So probably I am good with now the Bibee thing, dude, we've talked about how good the Marlins have been against righties for like 2 months. They rake against right-handed pitching.
Yeah.
And then Ober looked really good in his last start. I don't know if we want to trust him, but he has looked okay since returning. Just okay.
Yeah. Again, people will take some darts. The problem with Ober also is that he's opposite of Tarek Skubal. So
small slate.
Skubal has given up 7 runs over his last 11 2/3 innings. Signs of regression,
No, don't do that one.
Okay.
Well, yes, regressing from a god being in god mode to like,
Sure.
yeah, but I'm not like, no. We don't need to go down that other path. No.
Okay. Well, Del Castillo's 42. Again, not cheap. Baldwin at 38 feels like the play I may gravitate towards a little bit more. Real Muto's 35.
Yeah, and he's a reverse splits guy.
Yeah.
And so is Dingler. And Dingler and Ober, that's going to be an interesting one because Ober was so bad against righties.
We got Alvarez at 28. You just play that again.
Yeah, Alvarez at 28, super cheap.
I mean, if you're going to find ways to get Scooble in, right, you're just playing Alvarez here.
You need cheap catcher. Yes. Is there anything else cheap catcher? If he's not in the line, like you could play Naylor,
Torrens?
I guess.
You just punt Torrens?
You could punt Torrens too. It's a good one. If Torrens is the starter, I like that. Or if like Riley Adams or Bo Naylor, like catcher's a position you probably on this slate
specifically, right? You just take your 0. Right?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Specifically on this one, yes, for sure.
First base, again, Locklear's 36. So I feel like that him and Burnable at 38 and 36 are probably 80% rostered. Nothing against Pete Alonso, who we love going against Bryce Elder. We'll stack against him all day.
Yes, we do.
Harbor, Matt Olson, like the whole top tier, all solid. You mentioned Torque, Manzardo. I just don't think we can afford them if we're playing Scooble. And when you have cores at under 4K, you just kind of
play it. Yeah, you just play it.
You just play it.
There's nothing really else to add there. At Kafis hit like 5th on the Wednesday slate. Yeah. 2,700. He hit 5th. He stole a base. Top prospect.
And again, it's if you're not using Cabrera, sure. I don't. Again,
yeah, I'm just saying if you're not using Cabrera, yes, as the caveat.
No, not bad. Second base, Cattell 64, impossible to get to probably.
He's going to be so popular for anyone that's not playing Scooble.
Yes.
If anyone's just living in the mid tier, that 8K range, and just instead of
2
playing
8K
Scooble,
pitchers playing Marte and Carroll, and
yes,
exactly. Agreed. You do have Torres, Xavier Edwards, Luke Keishel.
Nailed it. Yeah, nailed it.
Bryson Stott, Brett Beatty, some mid-tier guys would be okay playing.
Yeah. I have dude, there's some interesting spots because, again, Ober's been so bad against righties and Glaber has had the year he's had. I would play Glaber. Xavier Edwards has been amazing, as you well know. But he has been amazing for like a super long stretch. Obviously, you can get to him. Keishel's tougher to get to, obviously.
Unless you think the Scooble regression's here, I'm literally just reading the box score. 7 earned runs is last week.
Yes, you're right. You are right. He still has a 2-something ERA on the year. Like, still absolute maniac.
Get DeYoung versus a lefty, 3,100.
Dude, he's gonna hit third. They're gonna hit him third. Look at is Paul DeYoung ascending? I'm just looking at the box score.
We go through this a couple times a year, or a couple times once a year is what I'm trying to say. We go through this once a year, Paul DeYoung, where he has a week where like Paul DeYoung, what, where, how, what, why, and then all of a sudden he goes back to hitting 203, and you're like, right, he's DFA.
He does hit lefties. He has hit lefties well. That's what they're hitting him in the middle of the order because he's hit lefties well.
Yeah, and hits fastballs, and Luzardo's not so hard. So
yep.
I mean, again, if there's any value down here in the lineup, we'd play it, or at least you'd have to give it some consideration.
Yep.
McNeil's 29.
Farmer is 3,400.
Yeah. So good spots there. Third base, Jose Ramirez is 62. McKinstry, Blaze Alexander, $4,000 for him there.
He's blazing hot right now.
Good name. Good baseball name.
Good, great sports name for sure.
Yeah, great sports name. Again, talk Beatty, Cole Keefe is here, 36. Talk Farmer already. Can play DeYoung here.
Kyle Karros.
Yeah.
Is this Eric Karros' son? Do we know? Remember Eric Karros?
Yeah, I do.
Former Dodger.
Kyle Karros is Eric Karros' son. Yes,
Is he?
he is.
I mean, it's a very unique last name, right?
Yes.
So it would make sense. It makes sense.
He was the fifth round selection out of them. He was their number 12 prospect.
Okay. I mean, dude, $3,000 righty lefty matchup has already had 2 monster games at the major league level.
Yeah.
$3,000. It's not like the deepest position that we've talked about. We basically remove Jose Ramirez from your board unless you're playing multi-entry stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously played 3 levels of minor leagues this year.
Wow, so he's just flying through the ranks.
Yeah, he was drafted in 2023.
Has he raked at every level this year?
So he hit 3-0. He was hitting 301 with 6 homers and 7 stolen bases in 75 games between the ACL, AA, and AAA. So
he's just hitting. He's just a hit machine.
Yeah, 476 slug, 398 on base. So
okay.
So yeah, Kyle Karros, 3K, family pedigree.
All we need to hear the family pedigree, huh?
Family pedigree. I mean, it's hilarious that this is where we're at. You know, I was playing, Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr. in N64
using Eric Karros,
and his dad was in the game. Yep. And
literally using Eric Karros. That's such a sick thought.
And now his dad's he's here. Actually, honestly, a lot of Dante Bichette was in that game. Like Vlad Senior was in that game.
Yep.
So all of the Biggios, all the guys that are here now.
Yep.
Are in there.
Would you play $2,100 Graham Pauley, who homered and had 4 hits again tonight?
I count out nobody. If
he's been good, dude. He's been really good.
If Javier's in the lineup, I'd play.
Yeah.
Again, just whoever's at cheap in the lineup, I'm in. Because we're got to figure out a top guy here. Shortstop, Turner, Perdomo, Lindor, Abrams are all over $5,000. So, and then just yet again, criminally priced.
Yep.
$3,700 Ezequiel Tovar. 80% ownership coming to Tovar in the slate.
3 doubles incoming as well, because that's all he does at home. He just hits doubles, nothing but doubles. I not really wrong answer. Abrams is probably the one guy I don't click if I'm playing like single entry stuff, but we know CJ Abrams literally has 4 stolen bases in a game in one singular game this year. So like, how can you? I can't fault anyone for like, oh, let's play Geraldo Perdomo, who's now up to an 830 OPS and is stealing bases and homering every day, and it's unbelievable. So yeah,
on the season versus lefties, just overall for Tovar. 308 batting average, 150 ISO, 360 WOBA, pretty decent.
Yep.
You bring that to the home splits, and he's hitting 520 with a 600 WOBA, a 1500 OPS, an 840 slug. So
is 520 good, John?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just checking.
28 at bats. So not even like a 2 for 4. And I'm kind of making a joke here. He's got like 5 games worth of lefties at bats worth, and he's smoking. So yeah, Tovar for sure. Baez versus over if you want to.
Arias homered again. I mean, it's not that I want to target Edward Cabrera, but every time we talk Cleveland, Gabriel Arias has done something the night before. It's like, okay.
Yeah, we get it. Good.
I know. We get
it. 66 for Corbin Carroll. 6K for Kyle Schwarber. Juan Soto homered tonight. Numbers are looking Soto-like minus the average. We have the Bucks and Skubal matchup again, where he threw him a changeup last time up, and they all had a good belly laugh on it.
They did.
So Stowers 52. Lourdes is priced up. So
yeah, I mean, obviously, like Corby's going to be super popular. Schwarber is going to get no ownership. You can always play Philly at low ownership, right? If you play Kyle Schwarber and he hits 3 home runs, would you be surprised? No. He's Kyle Schwarber. Soto's great. Probably not playing Buxton. $5,300 for Riley Green on a core slate feels a little much with where he's been, but also Bailey Ober's been subpar this year.
Green's gonna be like 1%.
1%.
So
yeah, Stowers is great. Lord, man,
Acuna is gonna be returning soon. They said a couple of days.
Couple
of days after you lose 12-0 to the Mets probably on Wednesday. Is a couple of days now.
And then Riley's right behind him. So they're just like, they don't care. They're just gonna play
they can't
these
afford
guys.
to lose any more games. They they can't lose ground here.
Yeah. Agreed.
Let's see.
Management's just like, please don't finish below the Marlins. Do whatever you can to get ahead of the Marlins.
When does Chris Sale come back?
He's on a rehab.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Listen, they get their guys back. They can make a strong push for a month and a half.
They're making a push. What if they don't lose?
If the Brewers can win 12 in a row and score 100 runs during that stretch, anybody can.
No, that's not accurate.
That's not true at all. Actually, the only thing stopping the Brewers tomorrow is they don't play.
Yes, yeah. And then they come back and Jacob Mizrahi comes off the IL.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Do they come back? Hold on. Do they come back to the Giants series? Let's see. Nope. They're in Cincinnati. Oof, that offense in that ballpark, the way they're going right now.
Yeah,
they missed Hunter Green, who pitched.
And Chase Burns doesn't pitch anymore.
It's true. Chase Burns will get 2 innings. All right, so mid-range, again, you can play a lot of these guys. I'll be right back in on the Mets as my pivot off of Coors.
Yep, agreed.
But again, Beck, Freeman, Doyle, Moniak. Moniak might not even play because it's lefty-lefty. He sat in those spots before.
Yeah, it's possible. But yeah, it's definitely possible.
I don't know. They're all fine to me, man. I don't know. Marcy's 37, Thomas 37.
Yep.
I don't really have. I'm not trying to be a bad analyst here. I'm just looking at a lot of guys that I'm like, yeah, it's a small slate. You know the games you want to stack, so yes.
Jacob Marcy, 3,700.
That's what I said. Dude, Marcy's
probably
gonna be on the cover of the show.
Might as well just. I mean, we need value. That's value.
Yeah. If let's see,
Michael Harris.
Yeah, Michael Harris. Marsh is 3K.
Yep, Marsh. Good.
Dylan Cruz is actually going to be active for this game.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Not good spot for it, but
dude, there was. First off, he looked really good prior to the injury.
Yeah.
And I remember writing up Dylan Cruz a lot. We had so many questions in our Discord this year about Dylan Cruz. Super, super, super unlucky this year. If you look at a lot of the Dylan Cruz stuff, he had been one of the more unlucky players in baseball. I mean, dude, he was the literal number 1 overall prospect in baseball.
Yeah.
Last year before his call-up. So that doesn't necessarily translate to success, but
his expected batting average is 60 points higher than what it actually is.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. He's been one of the more unlucky players in baseball. When there's that big of a discrepancy for multiple months, dude, literally criminal.
258 expected batting average with a 196 actual.
Yeah, 258. Nobody's batting an eye at Dylan Cruz season.
No.
Instead,
he probably has a 2020. Right?
With
that. So, I again, it's Luzardo. You could probably take a stab on him. If you really wanted to. Kafis is down here. Let's see. Anything else?
No, that's probably it. I mean, some of the Washington stuff we'd play, but they're lefty, so it's none of it's fun.
I mean, is this even possible? Yeah, it is 36. All right, so we do
because you get Alvarez.
Yeah, and then we do
Marcy. The Eric Caro's son at third.
4K.
Ezekiel Tovar.
Yeah, Tovar. Yeah, pick your D-back. Cattell or Corbin.
Oof. Probably
Probably has to be probably Marte just for the position, right? Like there's more value outfielders than there are.
Probably Marte if it's possible.
That'd give you 31. I mean,
it's ugly. It's ugly, but yeah.
Play Cruz at 3K and play
Kafis. I mean, Kafis is 27. That would be the one.
Yeah. You just wouldn't play Cabrera then, I guess.
You just pinch and pet any dollar you can save.
Play Luzardo instead, And
then you play Kafis and it's possible. Okay. Just leave it. Yeah, leave it there.
Scooble, Luzardo, a lot of strikeout upside here. Scooble, Luzardo, Alvarez, lock there, Marte, Karras, Tovar, Marcy. 2 outfield spots to go. We'll throw it in the Discord. Grande and Keith will be your Thursday live stream duo for this slate with all the latest lineup news, weather, and all the good stuff for that. So make sure you tune in there. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And we'll catch you guys later.